You must have heard of this case of a Florida teen who committed suicide after developing an emotional attachment to character AI chatbot. What kind of federal level regulations should be enforced so that companies don't try to solve the human problem of loneliness at the cost of losing human lives themselves?
It's an outlier use case. It's a cherry-picked example that in the wild with the intent, I think, from a journalistic perspective, to shed a bad light on AI.
Well, I don't think it's such an outlier. We have a hallucinatory system or LLM that can go wrong. As much red teaming as we do, it can go wrong. The AI did not directly pull the trigger.
Within 90 seconds or 60 seconds, it can determine within a statistical significance level whether you've got anxiety or depression or a number of other things, just based on how you say what you say. You could be reading poetry, you could be just babbling, you could be doing anything. And it's that capable. And it's based on a 100-year-old study, and they just reverse engineered it and actually made a product out of it.
Outside of your work, what areas concern you the most regarding spaces that are not regulated yet and like that can cause a really bad catastrophe? So what advice would you give to the parents who have teenagers, apart from don't talk to strangers online or don't share your pics online?
Do you remember back when TVs first came out and they called it programming because it programmed your mind?
When I was working on this online child safety bills, I found out that only 3% of parents actually go and use the parental controls that are already there for things like social media websites or gaming websites. So we do really have a crisis with children being addicted to their screens.
We are no longer mysterious souls. We are hackable humans. So how do you feel as hackable humans now in this age?
They're looking at creating mobile nuclear reactors to power data centers. That's how important these computational processes have been. Think about when Oppenheimer split the atom, what he said. He said, if there's a scientific exploit to be made, it's real scientific progress, you do it, and then you worry about the ethical ramifications later, aka the father of the atomic bomb.
I am both scared and also optimistic. We are forced to reduce, reuse, recycle. Not because we want to save money to retire early, although that's a good thing, but because we care about this planet and we want water in the future. We want water.
For sure.
In the history of the world, change has come from cataclysms, natural cataclysms.
So now for the listeners, if you would like to walk us through your journey of like Matt, you getting into this Presidential Innovation Fellowship, and Soribel, you getting into this tech policy advisory at Senate.
I'm doing civic duty, which is very different than exploiting opportunities in the wild for private industry to make money, which is, they're all praying to the god of the holy dollar. Over here, you're actually trying to help the government do better for the everyday American on the street.
Yes, of course, we need you to work there.
There's no one person or company or government or country that is responsible for building responsible AI. We all are responsible.